I'm 36M. I work in cybersecurity, and that means I tend to be a little more observant than most. I'm not paranoid. I just know how easy it is for people to lie, especially the people closest to you. My wife, 32F, works in PR. We've been together 7 years, married for 4. No kids. We had a prenup before the wedding. My house was fully paid off before we even got engaged, and most of my savings came from years of grinding before we met. She didn't love the idea, but she signed. Said it was just paperwork. Things started to get weird a few months ago. She suddenly had this new best friend. I'd never heard of before, and she was constantly stepping out to take work calls late at night. She'd go to the gym and come back without a drop of sweat, but with fresh makeup and smelling like cologne I don't own. I didn't confront her. I started watching. I set up backups, synced her phone to an old program I built to monitor device traffic, activated the house security cams she forgot we had, and placed a couple of discrete audio recorders. Not because I was trying to be sneaky, because I needed facts. Proof. If I was wrong, then fine. But if I was right, and yeah, I was right. The gym trips, hotel visits, her best friend, some married guy from her office. They were seeing each other 2 to 3 times a week. I had audio, video, text, GPS pings, all of it. But then it got darker. One night, while I was reviewing audio from our living room, I heard her talking to him. She didn't know her phone was syncing audio to my system. I hit play and just froze. She said, "We need to destroy him completely. Ruin his reputation, freeze him out, make him look like the crazy one." He asked how. She laughed and said, "Sexual misconduct. Emotional abuse. He won't see it coming." I swear I didn't sleep that night. Just sat there thinking about how close I came to not finding out. About how I could have been in handcuffs if I hadn't trusted my gut. Next day, I consulted 2 lawyers, divorce and criminal defense. Showed them everything. The divorce attorney looked like he'd seen a ghost. The criminal defense guy just said, "Keep everything backed up, and don't confront her yet." So I didn't. I just kept collecting. Sure enough, 4 days later, I got a call from a detective. She'd filed a report claiming I was emotionally abusive and controlling. Said I'd threatened her, made her feel unsafe, the whole 9 yards. I didn't even flinch. I said, "I have evidence that directly contradicts her entire statement. Would you like me to bring it in?" He said yes. I walked in with my lawyer and a folder so well organized it looked like a PowerPoint presentation. There were timestamps, transcriptions, and even clips of her laughing with her lover about how they were going to trap me into reacting so they could record me. The detective just blinked and said, "Yeah, this changes everything." She had no clue the police had dropped her case. She thought she had me on the ropes, so she filed for divorce the next day, asking for the house, alimony, and a safety provision to keep me away. My response? I filed a restraining order with the recordings as evidence and a cross-complaint for defamation and malicious prosecution. My lawyer attached everything, including clips of her calling me a doormat and saying, "He won't do anything, he's too soft." Spoiler, I'm not that soft. Her lover's wife found out around this time, too. Turns out he wasn't very careful either. I legally shared my evidence with her attorney. She filed for divorce, full custody, and sued for alienation of affection, which is still a thing in our state. His life spiraled real quick. He tried texting me one night. "You're blowing this out of proportion. We can fix it." I forwarded it to my attorney. That text made it into discovery. By the time the first hearing rolled around, she was still trying to act like the victim. Her lawyer claimed I was obsessive, that I planted surveillance to control her, etc. My lawyer calmly handed over a USB with her full voice, saying, "He'll never see the abuse thing coming. I'll cry in court." They always believe the woman. The judge stopped the hearing halfway through and asked if she'd like to revise her statements before she perjured herself. She shut up real fast. After that, she lost her PR job. Her company found out what she'd done. Recordings leaked internally, and they fired her, citing ethics violations. Her professional license with a national PR group? Gone too. I sent in the audio and a transcript. That was all they needed. And her boyfriend? Fired for using company resources to coordinate their little getaways. His IT department found everything in his emails and browser logs. I didn't even have to get involved. She started calling me through her mom. I got voicemails saying I was going too far, that I was ruining her future over a mistake. Her mom begged me to be the bigger person. I told them. She tried to ruin my life. This isn't revenge, it's accountability. She showed up at my house once, screaming on the porch, saying I was a narcissist and manipulative and that I set her up. I didn't even go to the door. Just sent the security footage to my lawyer. That led to a court-ordered no-contact order. The divorce finalized with me keeping the house, no alimony, and a portion of my legal fees reimbursed by her. Her lawyer tried to argue she was broke, but the judge said, actions have consequences. Straight-faced. Then came the civil suit. Her side tried to offer a settlement, pretty decent amount too, but I said no. I wanted a judge to say it out loud in a courtroom, that she lied, that she planned it, and that she deserved the fallout. We won. 6 figures in damages. Her bank account was frozen for weeks. Her car got repossessed. She had to sell her designer stuff to make ends meet. She moved out of state a few weeks ago, last I heard. Now, I'm good. Back to focusing on work. Quiet. Simple. No chaos. It wasn't fun going through all of it, but it felt good knowing I handled it the right way. No shouting matches. No losing my cool. Just facts, lawyers, and the truth. If someone ever whispers about ruining your life, do yourself a favor, press record. And hey, if you like this little tour of how to bury a lie with receipts, go ahead and subscribe. You never know when someone else might try to rewrite the script, and I'll be here, popcorn ready.